Hi folks. Hi Steph, how are you?
Hey Matt, what's up?
Not much. I guess you and all of you have seen the explosion of people sharing AI generated portraits online. Have you seen your friends doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, I was interested in it because some of them look really, really cool, and I wanted to know where is the AI technology at. And it wasn't too clear how to use the apps, which was the best app to use. So I did a little bit of research. In this video, I want to show you basically how to use the Lensa AI to get your avatars, show you on my phone in real time the process to do it, the costs and all of that kind of thing, what kind of photos seem to give the best results, show you the results that Steph and I both get. But I also want to talk to you about some privacy concerns and some, I don't know if I can say they're issues because I don't know if they are a real issue, but thoughts about copyright and what's going on here. So I installed Lensa. It's free to download, but then you needed to, I think, do a $3.99 1-week trial membership to be able to upload enough photos to do it properly. So you could become like a weekly, monthly, or yearly member. That lets you upload photos, but then to get a big pack of images back, you have to pay a second fee. So just, I'll be clear about what we've paid here, but it's not just a free service, Lensa anyway. So let's do another one. Okay, so I've already done one set, but we're gonna go in now, and this is the same process if you had signed up for the $3.99, 5-day or 1-week package, whatever it is, create new avatar. So it's just telling you what you can expect. Okay. Basically, there's a bunch of different categories, and depending on how many shots you upload and how much you pay for it, they'll give you up to, I think it's 20 shots in 10 different categories. There's like sci-fi and cyborg and rock star and all of that. Okay. So select 10 to 20 selfies, and it's showing you better that it doesn't have a really wide shot, better if it's like clear shots of your face essentially. So Steph has sent me a whole bunch, so we're going to choose all 20 of these. I'm pretty sure one of these does have you and your puppy in there.
I think so.
Maybe I skipped that one because
good.
of the feedback. But, I had some where I was holding cameras and stuff. So, you having the clicker and then you wearing the Taekwondo outfit, I think that's all works just fine. So selected, we add them, then it's going to import them. Last time it actually made me do this process twice. Select your gender, and then you can choose. So if you wanted to make 5 variations in 10 styles, it's $8. 10 variations in 10 styles, $11.99, or 20 in 10 styles, $16. So I did 200 for myself. I'm just going to do 200 for you too, because we're going to talk about this later, but I think the whole thing is kind of vain and ridiculous. They're not real shots. But among the 200 I got, there was a handful that I really like and some that just went horribly wrong. So I think it's interesting to show that. So I'm going to purchase this, click to pay. Done, and then it's literally 20 minutes. Last time it had a countdown timer, and when the timer was up, it had done like 40 of the 200, and then over the next 5 minutes, the rest were done. So purchase is successful. And 14, I thought I had chosen 20 pictures. Okay, didn't it say I had chosen 20? Anyway, so 20 pictures, it's now going. So we can hide this and come back in 20 minutes, and it should be ready to go. But my concern about so it's AI technology, it's scouring databases to put together these shots. One, I've heard people saying, is putting your face into their system wise. And honestly, I don't really see the issue because your face is, or mine, our faces are captured by CCTV all the time. And it's not like you're giving bank details or your social security number or anything. It's your face. And
I mean, you log into like iPhones using your Face ID.
yeah, so I mean, maybe if this is not a trusted developer or something, that could be a concern. Anyway, that's for you to decide for yourself. But the other one is that the backgrounds and the images it's generating from, it does seem like it's getting them from the internet. Because I heard people saying that they found like watermarks in their shot and stuff, or signatures of painters that have been obscured. I'm sure it's not just trying to obscure it to steal it, but like in the process of making a picture, it might be grabbing this sofa from a picture and then this sweater from a commercial. So my concern is it doing that from royalty-free okay to use images. You know, like even when you go to Google, you can
Yeah.
search for images and you can find ones
Like
that the owner
Shutterstock and
has
whatnot.
said this can be used and it can be used for commercial purposes. Because there was a case a few years ago of an artist who was pulling people's Instagram pictures or whatever off some social media, but then making some change to it. Like it was little stuff like painting a silly mustache on you and then printing that and selling it. And it went to court, the person saying, you just took my photo
Yeah.
and sold it. And they said, no, by drawing on it, printing it, and putting it in a gallery, it's substantially different. It's now a new work, and that second artist actually owns the rights to that work, even though they took like 90% of it.
Yeah, I guess it is complicated because I did read an article before where I guess a photographer had taken photos of like I guess a specific model or it was like herself and then an artist took that as like I guess inspirational and redrew the model. And then there was like an issue with that too.
It's
It's
really
really
so there's
complicated.
there's a few issues to it. My first one is that the fact that you can just make a small change like that and then make it a new work is mind-blowing when in the music industry it's totally the opposite. Do you remember the case there was Robin Thicke got sued for using something that had the essence of a Marvin Gaye song or
Yeah.
something, and they actually won even though it hadn't copied a chord progression or anything. It had the same kind of vibe to it, and he lost that. And the case, beautifully, the song's name was Blurred Lines, which meant, so was the case, it was blurring lines. But then in this case, if you're a painter or an artist and you've put work out there and said it's for like it can be used commercially, then fine. But if you haven't, and then they're using it in this way that they have a loophole that they can make it substantially different, okay. But then they're literally selling it to me. I just gave them
Yeah.
$15 or whatever. They're making money off that. So if my work is out there and potentially being grabbed in backgrounds or, your photo that I took with your hair and they're putting someone else's face in it and then selling it, making profit off that without my permission, without sharing the money with me, that really does seem like an issue. I have to say, I'm not a lawyer and I don't know how the AI exactly works. They're just the concerns I have, and it's something that you guys should think about for yourselves, and happy to have the conversation in the chat below. Having got all of that heavy stuff out of the way, we have 15 minutes to go, so we'll join you back once we get Steph's avatars back. Or should we actually take a
Let's
look at
look
my
at
ones
yours.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so superhero.
Whoa.
A recurring theme, it just chops the top of my head off.
Why?
Exactly. Other than I'm ugly, I don't know how to interpret that, because I went back and thought, oh, maybe I did that in my pictures, like this one. Top of the head cut off.
I look like Robert Downey Jr. in that one real
Top of the
quick.
head cut off. Top of the 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 head cut off. None of
You
the
don't even shoot
photos
like
I
that.
updated of myself had the top of my head cut off. So I don't know if it's just that I don't have a great head of hair or something,
Some of
but
these are really cool though.
there's some are really cool, some are really weird though. So funny thing like this one, just what is that
What
cheeky
is
dirty
that?
face? But there was some like that. I guess that's me, but it could be anyone. But there's some that are just absolutely could be you as easily as they're me. Like who is that? Then there was some that are just like there's some that honestly I'm really impressed with. And I was saying this to you again, head cut off. I was saying this to
That
you,
would
in
have been nice if they had your head.
but the looking at these images, it's kind of I identified some things about myself. One, I realized how vain it is to be looking at 200 not real photos of yourself. But as you go through and there's like 5 or 10 that I really liked, you're like, huh, and they all have this in common. It's an interesting way of seeing this is how I want to be seen by the world, or it's hiding things that I don't like, whatever.
That
It's
is
kind of
very
interesting from that
interesting.
point of view. But so some of them are
There
outstanding.
could
Again,
definitely be like a psychology study on this.
head cut off.
Why?
But then there's some in here that are so shockingly bad. These are quite interesting. Like, look at the jaw on this one. And then, but there was some of these that the spaceman ones in particular. So like that, who is that? How is that
How is
an
that?
avatar of me?
That looks exactly
That's-
like you. You got your eyes and everything.
And then look at some of these. It's just, I mean, head cut off again,
Why?
no face.
What? That
I'm
looks
feeling
exactly like
very
you. I'm kidding.
I would punch you. But some of them are just what?
What?
And look at some of them. The Photoshop is just terrible. Look at that. It's just like they've just badly cloned out a head and stuck it on another picture. So some of them are terrible, but something I know. And then some they've got magazine, like so clearly they've stolen or they've repurposed an image from a magazine. Some do have little watermarks. Some have really weird artifacting. But I'm well aware, and you all have pointed out, that I have very strong forehead wrinkles. Some people tell me it looks like a Wi-Fi symbol. But it's interesting to see some
Hey, guys, Jesus.
straight for the jugular, right? But some of these, it's actually, it's just identifying patterns or whatever, right? So it's actually put stuff on my head as a motif, I guess, because of my wrinkles, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Interesting.
But yeah, so there's some kind of cool
Wow.
ones, some quite unusual ones. And like, why, if this is in the Rockstar pack, am I really the guy who wears his own t-shirt?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
My hair is that messy, but that's like if you cross me with one of the, what's his name, Sacha Baron Cohen's characters. Me with a teeny tiny little camera. So
The
there's,
crop is really weird.
I'll pull out the particular ones. There's some where parts of it look
You would not
really
hold a
great.
camera like that. Are you
My
kidding me?
finger's
Look at
over
your
the lens.
finger is right over the lens.
But
That's
speaking of that, look how long that finger is. Sometimes it's just really odd. You get like weird little things coming
know.
in. Like
Let's see.
look at my hands in that compared to my body. They're like big man hands with like little baby sausage weird fingers. Again, me wearing my own t-shirt. So there's some interesting things there. In any case, how long have we got?
That's
11 minutes and still
wild.
Steph's are here. I'll show you now just a little
now I'm a little
slideshow.
concerned about mine. Jeez.
Right.
What?
I'll show you just a little slideshow here of my favorites and less favorites, and you can let me know what you
What
think.
photos did you submit for those?
Good question. Let me show you. Okay, so the ones I uploaded was this one.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe because I'm wearing a
you're
hat.
wearing a hat. Maybe that's why. And they used the photos with you wearing a hat as reference.
Interesting thing, not many, like, I do have hair that hangs like a spider web. I'm aware of that. But not many of the shots that I've submitted have me with this weird tendrily hair that I do have when I'm like out shooting in the rain. But it's still got that. So many of the photos, it gave me that weird hair. So these are the different ones I uploaded. Okay, Stephanie,
Let's see.
200. Okay, so stylish first. That doesn't look like you.
Nope.
That's an Asian woman, but nope.
Nope.
Maybe a little, but I don't know what's going on with your teeth. Nope. Nope. This is not planned, by the way, folks. We are genuinely doing this in real time. And can I just share, I hope you don't mind, Steph on the way, or yesterday, did say she wondered how it's going to do, if it will work the same for an Asian as a Western. And I said, I don't see why it should be a problem. In some of them, it kind of made me look Asian-y. I guess you might just get some where you look a bit Western. But I have to say, so far, these are generic Asian women.
Yeah.
They don't look like you. That's not you.
Definitely not me.
Kind of. I mean, you have that shaped jawline, but the features aren't you. Not you.
That
A
one?
little.
It's probably the closest.
Not you.
No,
Not you.
no.
That's weird because even the ones on me that didn't look good, it was clearly they were trying to do me. These do, to be honest, look like they're doing a good-looking Asian woman. Wow. I'm kind of stunned. I would say none of those 23, 24, none of these look like you. That's fucked up. So top tip, if you're Asian, I'm sorry,
I
maybe
think
you're out of luck.
that one kind of does. But that's it. That's the 29th one of 200.
Okay, maybe that's again showing what I was saying about when you identify what you like about yourself or what you want to project to the world.
Gotcha.
That's very pretty. That's very pretty. I don't think they're the same person still.
Yeah.
Let's jump out and look at some different packs then. So, anime. Nope. Gosh. Hopefully the ones. Okay, so light. Not really you.
No.
A little bit. Nope. 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 Little bit.
No. Wow.
And okay, so it didn't only crop off my head.
Yeah.
It's not a going
not a
bald
hat
thing.
thing. Yeah.
And sorry to put a fine point on it, but it's also made you really busty in a lot
Yeah,
of these too.
a lot of these, they're like all big boobs. I am definitely not that.
Well, and if you had uploaded shots where you're wearing push-up stuff, then I would understand if the algorithm is working off that. But this looks like it's just going through an Asian fantasy album of, I mean, a little bit. But if someone showed me, and that one maybe a little bit when you're pissed off, but if you're really pissed off, there's some features, but most of it no. I would be like, no, I don't see Steph if I was trying to guess the person.
Jesus.
It's just generic Asian woman with big breasts. Is that a little newish? No, that's the one we already saw. So are any of these then? Lensa AI, what are you doing? I mean, I can kind of see it, but it doesn't. Like, some of mine were like so photorealistic. Why is it, even these ones that are no longer anime, why is it still making you like an anime version of yourself instead of mine were like photorealistic?
Jeez, there's probably like 100 different girls in here. It's just like.
Not really, not really. I don't know what
Whoa,
happened to
that
your
one
face on
fucked
that
up,
one.
that one.
Okay, what about kawaii?
What about this one?
It kind of has your atmosphere. But that's a little bit. I was really hoping it would go with some
Wow.
martial arts thing, not playing to stereotypes, but we uploaded a shot of you in your Taekwondo outfit.
Yeah.
You're a Taekwondo person. These ones a little bit
A little
maybe.
bit better, yeah.
I'm staggered by how bad this is. I mean, they're all pretty pictures, but if the point is to be versions of you, I mean, that's closer than some of them.
Yes. As an actress, this is very depressing.
Like, look at that. What features does that share other than, slightly oval eyes?
I don't know.
Fairy princess. Fuck. I want my money back.
That's the last of it?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
all of them.
God. Are you kidding me?
So, if you've enjoyed a lifetime of privilege as a white guy, the app does really great.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say
you're
a lot of yours look like you.
If you upload professional, high-quality modeling images of a beautiful Asian woman, you'll get a bunch of generic, big-breasted
Wow.
comic book heroes. That was not the takeaway that I was expecting to have. I thought we would have gorgeous photos, but like, is that you, Steph?
No.
I mean, these look like somewhere between naughty anime and Disney characters or something.
I am.
Wow, what a waste of money.
Surprised.
It says every time you upload, or even if you upload the same photos, you'll get different ones back. I wonder if we did it again having just straight on boring corporate headshots of you, what will come back. But we had a couple of them in
yeah,
there anyway.
honestly, I don't think there's any point. I think we put enough variety into it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
surprised.
That's disappointing. So, you've seen the results that some people get. You saw the ones that I got. There was ranging from funny to quite good, offensively cutting off my head, but they were still had obvious features of me, ranging from like, really, to wow, that looks like just you, and not for you. Anyway, I feel like I'm repeating myself now.
You
So,
look like just a variation of like 50 different Asian girls.
yeah, yeah, I don't know what else to say. So that's the results we got. If you let us know how you found it, or if you've used another app that you find works well, let us know your thoughts on the privacy and the copyright issues. And if you have any other similar stories, let us know. Does it do a good job or a terrible job depending on your age, ethnicity, gender, that kind of thing? Is this specifically 30-year-old Asian woman thing, or is it all Asian people, or is it all women that's not working as well on our little sample size of 2? I really can't judge it, but that's $14 I won't be seeing again. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. I'll have a link to the app below if you do want to try it for yourself, but you can see results may vary.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steph. And I'm
No
sorry.
problem. It's fine. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.